Hello, good evening. Seems funny saying that on a Monday. Good evening. Firstly, apologies for not being live at lunchtime and having to reschedule to this evening. It has been one of those days. Yeah, great day. So, actually, I'll tell you two of my little highlights of the day. One was after spending good on 20 minutes reading through a piece of text about the Great Fire of London. I actually read it a few times in that time. To then come back and ask the question, how or where did the Fire of London start? Apparently it started because of lightning. So there's a new fact for you. The Great Fire of London started because it got exploded by lightning, apparently. So that's how great my home learning's going. And then and my other favourite part of today was when we finally got some keyboards we ordered last week, and they were actually Portuguese keyboards. That was really, really helpful. So that kind of sums up my day today. So hello everyone. A little bit of why I had to cancel lunchtime, you can kind of tell. So hi Pauline, hi Sean, hi Mum, hi Suze, hi Lynn, hi Tracy, hi Chris, Jackie, hi Zena, ooh, hi Tina. You all popped on at once there. So there you go. Oh, that's it. Right, so yeah, I've had one of those kind of days. The Great Fire of London didn't start on Pudding Lane, I'm afraid, Pauline. It was in fact lightning, apparently. And it wasn't extinguished because fire extinguishers weren't invented back then. So try explaining that one. Anyway, calm. It was one of those days. Yes. So, yeah. And I wasn't going to fight about the lightning, so we just wrote it in his book. So they can have a good giggle about that. Anyway, it is Monday, so let's get back into my calm, usual fun side. And it's Monthly Make Monday, and it's a brand new box. So let's get excited, shall we? This is our brand new January box. I'm hoping everything's in here because I've not quite checked it yet. But January box, you should have all had them by now or thereabouts. I love this box. This craft card is just so tactile. It's lovely. So yeah. Oh, sorry, Pauline. Yes, it was. It started in Pudding Lane, but Little Bear thought it started because lightning exploded it. So yeah, that's what I've dealt with today. So, lovely new box. Should we have a look what's inside it? Because it's just a super box this month. So, inside you should have the usual gubbins. Ooh. There you go. It's not going to fold for me, is it? Yeah. Usual gubbins. And check out this tissue paper. We might use that for something as well. This lovely brown. Then inside your box, some washi tape. And then I'm just going to scoop everything else that's in our box. So, let me move that out of the way so we can see what we're doing. We have... Stay. That box didn't want to stay where it was. So, inside your box, you should have your contents card, which says you've got a cheeky birthday greeting. We've got 3 texture stamps, which are our alphabet border, our distressed zigzags, our rings, and something a little sticky. So we've got the little washi tapes. So you've got your contents card, so you know what should be in your box. You should have your 10% discount card. So you will have a word in there, and it'll be valid for the next month. And then you get onto your lovely stamps. So this is our cheeky stamp set. Ooh, look at that. Hang on a second. That's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. We have our cheeky stamp set. It's a brand new packaging. You know it's a cheeky stuff because it's got this really bright, vibrant packaging on it. And it's got some wonderful sayings in there, which we'll have a look at in a second. It would help if I put these in the right order. You then get your new texture stamps. So you have got your alphabet border, your distressed zigzags. This one's cool. I love this one. And then your rings. So let's go back to this cheeky one, shall we? These are all, if I turn it over, little individual stamps. Yeah, so you get loads of little stamps on this. You can build up your own little sayings. So you've got things like, you asked for it, here is nothing. Because how many times have you asked somebody what they want for their birthday and they go, oh, nothing, just get me nothing. So here it is, nothing, and you're welcome. You've got, you suck at aging, you could at least try to look older. I know a few people that would apply to. One of my favourite, don't grow up, it's a trap. It is a trap, don't grow up. Hi Denise. Yeah, so all again, these are all individual stamps, and then you've just got quite a grungy happy birthday in there. Now this makes it look like they're really tiny, they're not. So where's happy birthday? So birthday is that big. Yeah, so they are a really good size stamp. Beauty of them is you can, because they're all split up, you can use them on the outside of your card and the inside of your cards. So things like, you asked for it on the outside, here is nothing on the inside. Hi Claire. And things like, you suck at aging, and then you could put you could at least try to look older on the inside. So yeah, you can have a right good play with these. And I think there's just a bit of fun. Yeah. So that's the cheeky set. The alphabet set now, well, it kind of does what it says on the tin, doesn't it? These are just individual borders. So they're not individual letters, they're just border stamps. So if I turn that over, you can see there. I'll split it down into 4. And these are just going to be great for putting little bits of detail onto your card. Great little texture stamp fit in the background. So you got all different ones on there, all different fonts. And again, quite a grungy feel, but I'm seeing this great in your background. Great for adding around your edges as well. Hi Helen. So great, really useful, that one. Oh, I think out of the lot, I think this one is my favourite. It's your distressed zigzags. Yep. Great for adding just like focal points. Great for adding behind your sayings. I'm losing my words. Hi Maxine. So just a great one. Great for adding texture, layers, all that good stuff that you know you can do with our texture stamps. And then you've got these rings. And you've actually got 2 in there. So you've got like this cluster. Then you've got this one. Which would make a great border. Yep, so you can just add onto it to make it as big or as small as you want. A great one for adding colour to the back of your cards. So I think I've done a couple of my samples. So this one I see as almost creating that base layer. Yeah. Hi Noala. Oh, you're right there, Chris. Tyre tracks, that one. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it, on as tyre tracks? So yeah, this one, it's rings, it's that lovely base to your cards, and then you should have 2 rolls of washi tape in your pack as well, just because I thought it kind of all just fell together nicely. Very grungy, male inspired set, this one. So you've got your cheeky stamp set, your alphabet borders, distress zigzag, love that one, and your rings. Yep. There's your stamps that are in there. You've got your discount code, and you've got your little content card. And I've been loving how you seeing how everyone's keeping theirs, and you're keeping your little cards to show you what you got in each set as well, which is lovely. And your washi tape. So sample time. Hi Alison. Hi Yvonne. So let's start with my mum, shall we, first? So, oops. Mum always uses them differently, and that's what I love showing you about her cards. So here's her first one. You know what she's done with the alphabet set? She's created a cake. How cool is that? But look at that border. She's got the background. She's got the distressed zigzags really gently in the background. Don't know if you can. Oh, there you go. just in the background, she's used the border from the rings and then just that happy birthday. Really cool card. And then I think that's probably, looking at it, a bit of washi tape there. I'm not going to peel it too much. But she's used a bit of washi tape for the candle on that one. And she's even done some doodling. So yeah, I'm rubbing off on her. I'm making a doodle. So there you go. There's that one. See, she's liked her candles. I'll go for this one next. So she's done 4 candles with happy birthday on her washi tape. It is really hard to stamp onto washi tape. You will need archival ink to do it, because it doesn't like to take ink that well. But look at this for a border, a background. That distressed zigzag and then just happy birthday. Fabulous background. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, look at that. Look at that border, background. Loving it. Next one. This one makes me smile. I think it's the pattern building. So she's got the distressed zigzags, the rings, distressed zigzag rings to create that beautiful background. It's a big card as well. It's an A5. And then look at this detail she's done with the rings as well. So she's just stamped them in blue to match her background, and then just threaded some ribbon through. To be fair, I don't know if you can see, it's really textured, that ribbon as well. Really cool. And then she's used happy birthday. Oh, again on washi tape. I'm going, Mum. You persevered with that more than I did. I tried it a couple of times and didn't want to work. And then she's just got, you suck, you could at least try to look older. Cool. Love those colours though as well. Orange and blue. Fabulous combo. Now, it wouldn't be Mum without her doing a good old, is it monotone? She is our paper cutting queen, isn't she? Her and Claire. So, black and grey she's used on this one, and all she's done is use those rings. But look at this. Because she's glazed them, she's done it on this one as well actually. She's glazed them up, so they actually look like rivets or something like that. Yeah, so again, threaded her ribbon through. She's created these little tags, and we've got happy birthday, and then she must like this one because you could at least try to look older. So she's done that one as well. Lovely, really simple background, but I think it looks amazing. Can you imagine that one? Just a really quick card to do. Well, apart from the fussy cutting, that'd take me a while to do. But this idea, just stamping them down, really quick. So there's that one. And then she's done us a couple of tags. I do like the sentiments. They are a bit different. So she's just done us a quick tag. Again, she's used those rings again. So you've got happy birthday, don't grow up, it's a trap. It is indeed. I've done adulting today. It's not a good thing. Yep. Being a grown up, no fun. And then we've got another one. So happy birthday, you asked for it, here is nothing. Now this is what I want to do for Mr. Roo for his birthday. He says he don't want anything for his birthday. I'm thinking big box with a tag like this on it. Sorted. And a load of bubble wrap. I think that's what his birthday shouts for. Then we've got another one, don't grow up. It's a trap, don't grow up. But look at how delicate these little rings are. Because if you look at them on that packaging, hang on a second, where's he gone? It looks very, I would say strong. I suppose it does, doesn't it? Very defined, very strong, very intimidating kind of image. But when it's actually stamped like that, it just brings on a whole different life to it, doesn't it? So it doesn't have to be this big bold image, it can be much more subtle. Yep. Right, so those mums, lovely, lovely set there. And then these ones, oh man, I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle though, because I've ended up with quite a few the same near each other. So I've just gone grungy on this one. I've had a right play. This was actually one of my starting points with oxides. So you can see I've just done a quick pick up, with 2 different oxides. I've got my alphabet one there in the border, my distressed zigzags coming in at the bottom, and my circles. Just like I said, it was my first one. I just wanted to play. Yeah, that is actually, oh no, I have done that on one of them. I can't remember which one it is. It does look like a knuckle duster. Oh no, we can have a new stamp. It's called the Knuckle Duster. I like that one, Yvonne. Sorry. Oh, I needed that, thank you. So yeah, this one is just all oxides. I've got these lovely, the alphabets in the background. I've got my rings and I've got my distress. I love this distress, really do. As soon as I started stamping it, just, yeah, you can see actually it is one of my favourites. Now, this one. Ignore the funny shape of the card because I miscut it. Yeah, it was meant to be a 5x7, didn't quite turn out that size. Anyway, and then it looked too good because I'd already done doodling. So, yeah. I've stamped my rings, the cluster of rings, not my knuckle duster, my cluster. Oh, it rhymes that. Ooh. Is that alliteration, that one? Can't remember. It's a long time since I watched phonics this morning. I've actually stamped that using Brusho, and I love the effect you get using it. So that's the cluster on those rings with, I think it was sandstone, just in the background. And then again, literally the distress zigzag, don't grow up, and then it's a trap. So I've used my gel pen and happy birthday at either side. Love this bit, the happy birthday. It's going to be really useful, that one, I think. But really simple. So simple, that one. Then I've gone grungy again. So this one I've actually managed to do an inside. Again, this there. You see, Tracy, I had done it. How did I do the black frame? That one is just doodled. So with my little black jelly roll. I love my doodling. So I just grabbed my jelly roll pen. Yep. Next one. So I actually cheated. I started off with like a beigey coloured card. Yep. And then if you can notice, I've got my rings, but what I did was I stamped them in Distress ink and then before I stamped them I spritzed them. So it was Distress ink, spritz, and then stamp, so you get this lovely watercolour effect. Very similar to this one, but this one's Brusho. But I think it's such a fabulous background. Really is a really good background. And then again, just my little distressed zigzags. Such an impact, that stamp. It is such a good one to use. Bit of my washi tape and then just doodle around the edge. I think I should have done a bit more with my doodle border, but it worked. I've got you stuck at aging, and then when you pop it open, you could at least try to look older. Cool. I think these are just going to bring smiles to people's faces, aren't they? So another one, let me see if I didn't do that one. I have done another inside, so I'll have to have a look in a second. This one is really simple. Pick up, splodge in the background. Yep. Distressed zigzag. Happy birthday. Just distressed zigzag over the side and a doodle frame. Really, really simple. You can actually see where I haven't cleaned my piece of acetate properly on my desk properly because I've got yellow on there as well. But really simple. Splodgy background. That distress. You could have used the rings. And then just, actually that's what we should do on one of the Mondays. That's what we'll do. We'll just do a splodgy background and then use each of the texture stamps with it, because I think it will look beautiful. And then I've just done happy birthday. Again, another really simple, but that for a bloke. Quick, easy card. Hi, Sandy. And then my final one, I've done the inside on this one. I was playing again. So I used the technique we did Friday night. I think it was Friday. For my polyplate cint background, I've got a little Nomi on there, and then we've just got UAS for it. But you can see, really, even though they're small stamps, they still pack a punch on the front of your card, don't you? So UAS for it. Here is nothing. You're welcome. And if you notice as well, my inside of my card, let me see. Sometimes, there we go. It might look like my card's a bit dirty. It's not. Not intentional anyway. I've done a splodgy background, really pale one, hardly anything in terms of colour, and then just stamped my zigzags. Not the best. Oh, hang on. Not coming through the best, but for an inside of a card, it is just enough, because you don't want to overpower it too much, do you? But just enough in there. So that's that one. That is tumble glass, that one. As you can see, works great with gnomes. So there you go, a couple of ideas for working with your new stamp sets. Pretty cool, aren't they? Moving them back so you can have a quick look through. There you go. Some really different ideas there. So tonight, I thought we would have a really, I want to play with backgrounds. I've had a day where I just want to play with my backgrounds. So I have cut, I said I have cut some card. But where did I put it now? I knew this was going to happen. Where did I put my card? So I have cut some pieces of card. If you were a piece of card, where would you hide on my desk? I might end up recutting them at this rate. They're not jumping out to me. They're not shouting, "Here I am." So this is my lovely stamp set. You can see that they are well loved. They are quite a grungy stamp. The samples have ended up quite grungy, but there's the card. But they don't have to be. Because if you look at how, oh, hang on, the other end, that one, that one, I'm sure if we just change that to pink, yeah, it would work beautifully, yeah. But really simple. Might even put a few little bits going on that side as well. There we go. Right, so I've got my stamps beautifully put away as usual. I've cut myself a few pieces of card, so I'm going to try and do a twofer. So I want to create two lovely background pieces, and then I'm going to chop them up to create two different cards. Now I've realised I've only put one piece of the silver. I'll have to fix that in a minute. So let's start, shall we? And I'm just going to go, I've got my brush shows out. I've got orange and purple because I thought, could look quite cool. So I'm going to start off with my orange one. I'm just going to splodge it everywhere. And what should we do on this one? Should we do rings or should we do zigzags? Okay, so I just popped a little bit of orange on there. I love the orange. I just need a sprinkling more. I was being a bit too reserved with my brusher. I know, not like me at all. Normally I'm slapping it all on there. There we go. I don't quite want to fill it all, but I want enough that when we chop it up it's going to be enough colour. Hi Nicola! So I'm just grabbing some kitchen roll. I'm starting a new roll. Oof. It's that best feeling, isn't it? Starting a new kitchen roll. Maybe it's just me. There's my lovely orange. Move that to one side. Oh, actually, I don't want it that close because I might spritz it. And then I'm going to do purple. So I think we should have a right colour sensation going on. There's the purple. I've been a bit more heavy-handed with that one. There we go. Oops. And then I'm just going to spritz them. They're not spritz them, fry them. Oh. One of these days I'll remember to turn my plug on. I'm just going to give it a quick whiz with the heat up. Got that lovely brush out. There we go. which one are we thinking? Should we do... I'm thinking rings on the orange. Hi Marjorie. I think there might be rings on that orange. And the line, the distressed zigzag on this one. Will work out quite well. I think I might go for a grey as well. Just got a few little puddles left on my brush there. Just going to pick up now. There. There's that one, and now I just need to do my orange. Love this orange one. Look at those two as a colour combo there. From the that side you can see them both. A big bright card tonight. It might be a bit of a colour clash, but we will see. See you later, Chris. There we go. Oh, it is dry and honest. Yeah, there. Oh man, got a little splodge there, but you can still see it. And then what we're going to start to do is just build up our lovely textures on these pieces. I want to try and concentrate and have one, I keep saying one is me rings and one is me zigzags. So I'm going to start off with my zigzags first, I think. Oh, because it's there. Oh, Maxine's been busy with her A2Cs. That's cool. We have got the swap going on over in the group at the moment. Thanks for reminding me, Maxine. And I put a new Monday Mojo in there today. So if you're fancying a bit of a challenge, I did put a new Mojo and I did a video for it. That was me being organised last week. There's actually 2 videos for it because I got a bit overexcited and carried on playing. And I know I should have been doing other work, but it was exciting because I do like playing with those little stamps. So I did 2 versions of it. One was a splat and one was a cactus. So go and check that out in the group if you're looking for something, some inspiration tomorrow. I know I did too. They are in the group, and I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, I do actually. I'm not going to spoil it. No, I'm not going to spoil it. So I'm just going to ink this one up. I'm going with my lovely little zigzags. I love this stamp. I just want to. Now bear in mind, I'm just, oh, I need to put more ink on it. Bear in mind I'm going to be cutting it up, so I'm not worrying about perfect stamping, definitely not with that going on. And matching it up or anything like that. I just want that lovely texture. In the background. There we go, and I might even put some of our words in there in a moment. So we've got the lovely distress zigzag on that one. And let's get our rings now. Ooh, decision time. I think I'm actually going to go with toffee on that one. And go for rusty rings. I'm overthinking it, aren't I? I'm overthinking this now. So I'm going to go for toffee. In fact, I'm not going to go for toffee. I've changed my mind yet again. You knew I would. I've started playing now. And memories of Great Fire of London are just swimming away. and Portuguese keyboards. I've got to admit, I did find a chocolate Father Christmas set. Well, I actually found two chocolate Father Christmases. I've only had one though. The second one I'm waiting for another day like today. He was found just at the right time. I'm now having a scout through my ink pad. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm having a scout through my ink pads. Ah, that was the pin in me. For either rusty hinge or... Oh, there it is. If I only knew. Oh, I'm using my VersaFines. So for this one, I used Smoky Grey VersaFine. And this one, I'm going to actually use my rusty hinge. But we're going to do our lovely spritzing. So I'm going to grab my rusty hinge. Oops. And more fingers and thumbs. I'll blame it on that chocolate Santa. It's very tasty. Just give it a quick spritz. Maybe I won't. Not too much when you're doing this though, because otherwise it just floods the holes. And then we're just going to start stamping this on really gently. Oh, I didn't do enough. Let me stamp off first because you don't want any water going back onto your ink pad. Just a quick wipe. I'm throwing my other one around now. That's not good, is it? I'm going to spritz this a bit more than I did last time. There we go. I'm going to start that more towards the centre as well. That's more like it, isn't it? There we go. I've meant to grab my cloth then, not my tissue, never mind. I'm going to give that a second to start soaking in a bit. We might do one more. So if you notice when I stamp the first one, I'm really gentle because it's got loads and loads of water on it. Whereas the second, you know, after I've stamped it once or twice, I start getting a bit more heavy-handed, which you're used to from me. There we go. Let me table off again. I'm going to leave that for a second and then we will go in and just dry it with the heat gun. Because otherwise, every time we touch it now, that oxide's just going to move. I can't do anything about me brush over moving, but I can about me oxide moving. It'll be really bright, this, isn't it? That bit's really soggy. I'm just going to turn it over and heat it from the back as well. There we go. Right. So, the next thing I want to do is use our... So you can see how this is going to work together, can't you? We're going to take a slice off one and then kind of piece it in together. Now, I want my alphabets to add a little bit more line ink. Let me stamp block off. On this one, I'm actually going to go... Ooh, I need to start tying it in together. So I think I'm going to go to grey for my alphabet. Oop. But I'll put it on my stamp the right way around. There we go. So I'm just going to randomly put this on the table to pick up. I need to grab a bigger stamping block because I'm going a bit hiddly-piddly, aren't I? Ooh, upside down. I've developed a new alphabet there. So I'm just going to pop that onto my block, just like that. And again, because they're quite long and skinny, if you want to, if you want them to stay straight, always put them on your table and then pick them up onto your stamp base. Otherwise, as you're trying to put it down, as no matter how much you try not to, it'll end up with a wiggle in it. Yeah, so it won't be lovely and straight. Whereas if you just let the stamp rest and do its thing, it will stay nice and straight. So I'm going to go in. Yeah, I'm going to go in with smoky grey. Don't know if you can hear that rain outside. It's like storm's just coming. I have to go and check the fishies are alright at this rate. They're swimming off down the road. Again, I'm just going to keep inking this up and adding to my lovely backgrounds. But this is a really good one for... I'm going to overstamp that one because a bit more in there. Cleaning up my stamps, what an excuse, eh? There we go. You can see you've got that lovely alphabet in the background. Yep. Right, so for this one, I'm actually going to pull, so I've got my grey. I think I'm going to pull my orange across to it. Yep. So you know what? I'm actually just going to stamp with Rusty Hinge and pull the Rusty Hinge across and do it that way. Make sure they're nice and dry. This is me being a little indecisive. I'm just going to add these in. Oopsie daisy. Claire's saying Facebook keeps booting her out. Don't even get me going, this is on my day. Facebook kicking me out is the last thing. Maybe you need a Portuguese laptop for it. Keyboard for it to work. I've never seen somebody so gutted that a keyboard wasn't right today. Little bear, his face, it was a picture. It's not right. It's got funny bits on it. It's like a keyboard can't have funny bits on it. He was right, it did have funny bits on it. Definitely not. Yeah. Well, it was like Friday the 13th on a Monday. It was amazing. And it's nice to know I've got a Father Christmas chocolate sat in reserve for whenever we have Friday the 13th, not on a Friday again. Right. There we go. So I think I'm actually quite liking that. Pulling those two colours across. I want to make sure I've done everything I can before I start chopping these up. Yep. Now, this one's just looking a bit naked in the middle, isn't it? But we're going to chop it up, so it's not going to be a problem. Do we want to put a happy birthday on there, or are we okay? I think we're okay, aren't we? So, are you ready? This could get ugly now. It really could. So, let me get my little chopper out first. Basically, I need to cut them up. Yeah. To be fair, Claire, I did. I thought he was pulling one on me because he didn't want to do his typing, but he wasn't, because even I couldn't type on it. But the box was perfect. The box had a lovely QWERTY keyboard on it. Not so much when you got inside it. Anyway, right, so basically I need to make sure I cut these two in the same places. do I just go for it and be super brave? Now bear in mind I'm using a little chopper for this. This will be interesting. I want it a bit of a... Put that there. Ooh! Well done. Now, fingers crossed for the next one. He's done it once. Chance of it doing it again. Somewhere between slim and maybe. So I'm going to... I want a bit of a point actually, so... Let's go across there. I am actually being really brave, aren't I, tonight? I'm trying to cut on a guillotine we know has issues. Alright, fingers crossed, ladies. We're going in again. There we go. Right. That bit goes there like that. Oh, I've made a nice little triangle there. Nice 2D shape. So let's do about that as well as the Fire of London today. Right. I need to chop one of these up, don't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these, the opposite one, and then a lovely little... Oh, wrong one. Could have told me. There we go. And we're going to pop it on just like that to create a random... Not a random, but you know what I mean. There's a word for it, isn't it? Is it fractal background? How cool does that look? Yeah, I'm going to glue this one down, and then with my glue with the dodgy pin in it, my glue's gone orange. So I'm going to glue this one down, and then we can do a bit more. No, Nicola, we were meant to be doing 3D shapes, but we got stuck at 2, so kind of summed up our day. Oh. Monday the 13th, that's all I'm calling it now. Luckily, yeah, don't look at the state of this glue. Ooh, it's getting worse. Delightful glue. Yours won't look like that if you make sure you always use a stainless steel pin. I'm on the more what not to do's today. I'm popping that one in. We're going to get some doodling going on this one. Oh, there you go, it's going clear-ish again now. Because that is the downside of me putting my pin in there. My glue's not going to ever be clear again, is it? So it's going to have little bits of rust in there. Don't know if you can hear, we've actually got fireworks going off in the rain. Now that is impressive, isn't it? I'm just going to pop a little bit coming up into this corner. There we go. That's a new one, isn't it? Fireworks in the rain. Popping this one down. There we go. This is very precise work for me. Right, so I've got my other one. Yeah, I'm just going to move that to one side because this should kind of fit on a 5x7. I said that before, didn't I? I'm not having good days cutting out my 5x7s. I like my happy birthday around the edge. Hi Michelle. I'm just taking off my alphabet. My alphabety spaghetti. And I love putting this happy birthday is just, what we need to do is have one that goes vertically. Because more and more I use this one like this, we definitely need a vertical one, don't we? So, Angelina Fibre. I'm going to put birthday at the bottom. Yep. Then we'll do a little bit of doodling. And then I want to use one of our, I think Don't Grow Up is probably quite fitting. Don't grow up, it's a trap. It is indeed. Let's have my birthday at the bottom. Ooh. Look at that big splodgy malodgy there. Birthday. There we go. I want happy. Just bring that down here so I can get to it a bit easier. I'm just going to pop happy in the top corner. There we go. And then I need a saying now. So, and then I'll decide what doodling I'm doing. That'd help, wouldn't it? Oops, all these stamps are stuck together. Ooh. I actually fancy a little, if I don't grow up, we could get that on here, couldn't we? And then we wouldn't miss any of my precision cutting. Yeah? I wonder if we did it really close together, so don't grow up. I don't want to lose too much of that lovely background though either, because I'm quite impressed with that. I suppose we could do it as a trap inside, couldn't we? There we go. Always a will, there's a way. So I am going to just pop that there and pick it up. Does that look about level? So I'll use my little chopper to sort it out. So all I'm doing to make sure they're nice and level is, let me move chopper up there a little bit. I'm just lining him up along. You see I've got lines on him. Yep. So I'm using, it's sticking to my fingers, how rude. There we go. You normally get lines like this on your mats and things like that. So I'm just using them to make sure. It's little things like this that your eye goes to and it goes, oh, look, she's nowhere near being level there. There we go, so don't grow up. And I'm going to do that in black. So again, I'm not going to give myself much of a border. I'm not even going to get any doodle room on this. There's that one. Grab my little chopper back. Now, I would normally wait for my ink to dry, and then you won't get it smudging at all. So a bit more, there we go. And then I should have a little piece of my grey. Let's see if it'll fit. It might do, it might not. Oh, look at that. I didn't think that was going to go anywhere near. It's like it almost knew. There's that one, let's turn him round. Oh, that was a nasty cut then. So it's going to come in here like so. It's looking a bit bare, isn't it now? So if I put that back over there, it leaves some room in my desk. Right. Sleeves keep rolling down tonight as well. So I am going to I'm going to bring this one back in. Yep. If I was on the other one, I'd bring the circles back in. Yep. So it's the opposite one to the one I'm on top of. There's an easier way of me saying that, wasn't there? Yeah. Going to do this one, but I don't want it. Woo. Got a little scrappy bits all over my desk at the moment. I want me smoky greyback. There he is. And I don't want it first generation at all because I think that'd be way too much. I'm just going to tap it on there. And then we're just going to bring a little bit on here. And hopefully it starts to just pull it together a little bit. If I was feeling really brave, I might get my Brusho back out, or actually let's do it, shall we? In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm just going to put a little bit of Brusho on my desk. You can see, teeny tiny little bit. Oh, actually I needed to spritz my Brusho this time. There we go. And then just a little bit of tissue. So I'm going to basically try and distress using my Brusho so I know what all my colours are. And I know after the day I'm having, it's probably not the best idea, but you just get a lovely little can you see it's just got a little hint of that purple on it. It's softened it, I think, so when you put it back on here, yep, it's not as bright white. Yeah, so well, have a good evening, Alison. Right, so we've got it all together now, haven't we? Hey, it's coming together. Oh, the wonders of crafting. Now, do we do some doodle-oodling around this? I think it'll look quite cool. First up, I'm going to do it like scratchy stitching up this bit. And I might even bring it onto the background so it does look like I've done some scratchy stitching. Just around here. And this one. Oops. Come on. I'm going to turn it around so that I'm not leaning on top of my black lines that I'm just drawing. Really scratchy. I'm going to do this one. It's starting to look like it's been put on there. Now, do we join it all together with a big doodle-oodly one? Not quite sure. I think I'm going to stick with my scratchy one, and we'll do a doodle border like that. Maybe we'll do it on Thursday over in group. There we go. And we can do up this side as well. Ooh. Yeah, the sewist on this one's not great. And then across on here. I'm actually really starting to like this one. I think it's turning out quite well. This piece of scrap before when I was testing my colours out. Pop that down on there. I said I wasn't going to do any doodling on this, but I can get a little bit of my scratchy lines. Let's get it on here first, shall we? And then we should be able to just scratchy line it a little bit. There we go. So I'm just going to stick that on. And then we scratchy line it just on the corners. And being really gentle. You notice I'm not quite resting my hand on there. Don't grow up. Don't indeed. Now I have got a A5 card here. And our little card blanks. Moment of truth. Ooh, it did. So you can see I've not cut it perfectly to fit on here. Quite like that actually. There we go. Let me turn it over. I always like, did you notice them? Right, Zena, if you notice, my card blank, one side is a little bit shorter than the other. If you make sure that goes to the back, when you're using like your pre-cut cards and things like that, then if it comes to the front, people are going to notice that your card's not quite lined up. If you put it to the back, it's all hidden, isn't it? There we go. So let's get this stuck down. There we go. And then on the inside, there's loads of different ways to do your insides, isn't there? But I don't think this needs much at all, because I want to use It's a Trap inside. So I've got mainly purple on the outside, so I'm going to go with a bit of orange in the middle. Oops. So it's really gentle, don't need much at all. It's the idea of the colour rather than the colour. There you go. It's really bright at the moment and not great for the inside of my card. So all I'm going to do is grab my kitchen roll. You could do this on a scrap of, not a scrap, on a piece of card and then stick it in, or a piece of paper and stick it in. There we go. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Not quite as orange though, is it? I feel like ambush actually, that one, isn't it? Oh, Noella's getting covered in teddies. That sounds really cute. So It's a Trap. There it is. So I'm going to use my It's a Trap. But before I do, I am also going to just grab. Should we do our circles? Do you reckon? Yeah. Let's go for circles, because I'm embracing my orange. We used our circles on the orange, didn't I? There we go. And all I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to mask that bit off before I go any further, because you know what I'm like. That'll have to do. We're going to have It's a Trap at a funny angle. I'm going to grab my Distress Oxide, so let's move that across again. Let's give it a quick spritz. Now, I'm not going to use that first generation. I know, what a waste. I can hear you all saying it. Wasteful. But this is the inside of my card. I want it to be quite subtle. So one down here. I'm doing a lot of singing today, aren't I? Must be that Monday feeling, or that Monday the 13th feeling. I dread to think, oof, what we've got coming if there's a Friday 13th coming up. Oof. There we go. And then to finish him off, we just need to get that It's a Trap in there as well. And I've just realised I've just rested my card on top of all my stamps. Oh, it's okay. Whew. That was a moment of, what have I done? Let me just blast this in my heat gun, because that oxide is really juicy stuff. And I never gave a brush either, did I? I'm going for a 2 there. 2 reasons it's not going to stamp. Or not going to want to stamp. And you can see it's a little bit wiggly and wonky, that back page at the moment, that back cover. So what I'll do, pop it under a book, or when it's in its envelope, pop it in a book. Because I've got nothing on there. It's decoupaged or anything. So just pop it under a book. It's all ready And I've got my second one waiting to be made up, haven't I? Let's get this bit done. Ooh. It's not an Angelina fibre this time, it's my hair. I've been molting. So pop it down on my desk, pick it up. And then I am going to go with black in here. It's a trap. There we go. So, that a second just to dry. So we have got quite a nice little effective inside there, isn't it? So tonight we have created, see, this is my second one, it's already there. If I'd have had to make a silver bit cut out, we could have quickly done that, couldn't we? So there's my second one, all ready to rock and or roll. There we go. All we've done is created two little background pieces. I'll move it that way now we can see this. There we go. Right, so two background pieces. We used orange and purple brushes. We then used, on the purple one we used our Distress zigzags with some, yeah I do, I need to put personalised stamp on the back, don't I? Do you know the funny thing, Nicola? I haven't got one. I need to make myself one, don't I? So, brushos. Then we used our Distressed zigzag in the smoky grey, and we used the rings in our Rusty Hinge. Let me just double check that. Yep, Rusty Hinge. And we spritzed it and then stamped it. Our alphabet we then stamped in Rusty Hinge on this one, but smoky grey on the other one. So you can see how those colours are interlinking really well. And I think it pulls it together, so you get that smidge of orange coming through on the purple, and you've got that smidge of grey coming through on the orange piece. Yeah, really cool. What else did we do? We used our happy birthday. I'm loving that happy birthday. Like I say, we need a vertical one. So we've got a happy birthday on there, and then we've used our don't grow up, it's a trap, on the inside. So they're there, and I have got, like I say, I have got another one ready to rock and roll. And Mr. Little Chomper did his job tonight. He actually cut two pieces of card, well actually two pieces of card twice in one go. Cool. You must have heard what a bad day I'd had. Anyway, that's it then for today. I hope you like this new stamp set, this new monthly make. I think we're going to have some fun with it. It is a real mix and match, and you can see how I think I'm going to be a bit naughty this month, and I will be pulling other stamps in because I can't not. So look at that. I mean, it works so well with our little Nomi in there. Who's jumping out. Does look like tyre tracks though, that really does. It's going to be fun this month playing with these. I am going to see how the rest of this week goes, because I may need to move our monthly make Mondays back a little bit in the day, just so it gives us time to do our schoolwork, because we are getting a lot of schoolwork this time round. So I will let you know about that. But we are back on Wednesday night at 7:30 for some more fun. I'm trying to think what we should do on Wednesday night. I'll have a think. Back on Wednesday. Tomorrow we have another giveaway going on in our group. There was a Monday Mojo. So if you haven't had enough of my me today, there is a Monday Mojo over in our group as well, which I put in there earlier today. Tomorrow we've got a giveaway. Wednesday I'm setting challenges. Can't remember what I'm doing on Thursday, but it'll be something. Oh, a technique on Thursday. And then Friday is giveaway day again. So got lots going on over in our group. If you're looking for some inspiration or just somewhere to hang out for a little bit, you know where the group is. So go and check that out. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for letting me de-stress tonight, because I really needed to craft tonight, and I've had fun actually. And I hope you have fun with your new stamp set. So as always, thank you for joining me. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.